Well, today I'm going to install this ESS Dual Plus from Sense, and it's a pretty big box. I found some tutorials online, but some weren't very clear to me, and I ran into some issues and questions when I looked at the video. So I hope I can answer that in this one. What will you need? You need your transmitter, of course, you need your car, you need your battery, and of course this thing. There are also a lot of stuff included. I don't know if you're going to really need this one, because I think this is when you connect it to the battery directly, but I read in the instruction manual that it works from until 26 volts. So it's a range from 5 volt until 26 volts. So I don't think you need this. So guys, I pulled everything out so you can see what I'm doing here. So this is a Radiolink R8FG. I'm going to use this with my Defender. I also pulled out the ESC, so you're going to see what I'm going to do with this. You take your lead that's included in the box from the Sense thing here, and you push it, your ESC in one side, like that. This lead into port number 2. 1 to turn, 2 to burn. You put this one, you take this one, you have 2 leads here. You take this one over here and you push it in the other one, in the other Y lead. So it's connected like this. See? These, we don't care about this one, and we don't care about this one. In a minute I'm going to explain you what this is about. Then you take your power plug, you push it in here. I'm going to put it on a separate battery for now. If you have a Dean's connector, you can do it like this. But I think this can work also directly from the battery. When you buy this one, this is included in the kit. So this is very nice when you put it on there like that. So it's always connected. So, but for now, I'm going to do it like this. Plug it in. And that's it. So this is all the wiring that should be done. I haven't plugged in the servo, nothing else. So this is all that's done. Transmitter is on. We're going to put on the ESC. So we have put on the ESC. This one we have to calibrate this. So you need your transmitter for this. You push on the plus. You hear that sound? This is a neutral calibration. Click the again. You don't touch this one. You go forward. You click this again. You go backwards and you click it again. Huge sound, so that means I'm calibrated. If you now pull the throttle, damn, that's loud. This works. So now you can change the sound. When you want to change the sound, you long press the minus, and then so that's 2. You can put 2 sounds in there. So that's nice, and it sounds real good, real good. But now, listen, it stops. And I don't want that. I want it to idle a little bit longer. So that you're going to do and adjust that on the computer. I'm going to put this one on that lead over here and see if it works. I hope it does. Directly from the battery through this. It works. So you really don't need this thing. You really don't need it. If you have a radio link connected here, you can use this. This is ideal for a crawler. You can use it for other stuff, but this is ideal now for this. So now we're going to the computer and we're going to see how we can put other sounds in there and maybe put a horn on there or something. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go to the computer. Well, you go to the sensehobbies.com site, that's this one, and you see all kinds of stuff happening over there. You need a program RC Plus for this. And you can see all the things they have and all the things they sell, and there is a lot of information on there. So we're going to download the RC Plus at first. We're going to download that. So we're going for software. RC Plus for Windows. I haven't done anything yet, so we're going to do this. You have to do this, of course, otherwise it's not going to work. It's downloaded. It's opening, it's verifying everything. There it is. Install. I'm gonna close this one. It's installing, RC Plus installing. About this thing that I wanted to tell you, it's updating the files. You can make a horn sound like that on another channel. So you can use a channel on your transmitter here, like this one. And when you push it, you can use this one as a horn. Then there's a horn sound coming out, or maybe some sirens or something. So we're going to let it update. I'm going to speed it up a bit. Yes. Here it is. You don't need to log in. All sounds are free over there. Very important. So, how you do this? You can go to the sound store. And these are all the sounds you can download. There are a lot, look. So, we're going to go for car. And then we're going to see crawler. I hope there is a Defender sound in there. That would be nice, but look, I only see A, B, C, and D. I don't like that. I want a Defender. Maybe, is there a search function? Let me hear the sound. It would be nice if there was a Defender sound in there. First we're going to plug it in this S-Link thing here, like that, and then you put it in the USB port, like that. It already did something, and there it is. Okay, firmware is up to date, everything's done. That's very important, so you don't need to plug in power. There's also what it says, like 45.7% free. You have crawler and a shortcut buggy in there, and this one is selected. So now we can go to configuration. Battery type Lipo, battery cells 2. And what can we do? We can go to 3, because I'm going to see always use 3 cell in there. I already did use 3 cell. I didn't know we have to do that. Okay, nothing worked, so that nothing was wrong, so okay, good. So I'm going to save that for sure. Again, system, what is it? That's configuration, that's this, okay. Let me see here, crawler C. That I like that. I was pretty like that sound. So we can listen to that. Yeah. It sounded a little bit good. Yeah, it sounded good. So I'm going to let that sit. There are no other things involved. So this plug, this yellow plug, doesn't have anything on there. So if you want to have a horn included, you can download that and put a horn in there. Let me see, the engine idle is on. It only stays on for 5 seconds. I'm going to let that go a little longer, 20 seconds. Rev limiter, it's on. Engine response, I'm going to let that a little higher. I'm just going here with the flow, shifting on, shifting speed a little lower because it's a crawler and it shifts a lot faster. So 30%, save that thing. So that's that. Brakes, it's enabled, forward only, volume 100%, good. Turbo, I don't need that. Custom, what is that? Sound component like horns and guns, I don't need guns. Volume, but we're going to see for a horn. So we're going for store, and then we're going for aircraft mode aux. So that's the aux Dixie horn. We all know that one, so I don't know if that is a good one. So I'm going to search for a horn here, and I'm not going to bother you with this. You can also do this. That's a bit overkill. So I'm going to search for something, so you know how to do it. You don't need to plug in the battery over here. This works like that, so you can take it out and then we're going to mount it back in the car. But this is what it's all about. I'm going to show you when I found a decent horn, how you put it on here. So I went online. You can download sounds and put them in a .wav file, and normally you can put them on there. I'm going to download this one. Sounds the most like the Defender, so I'm going to do that. You can do install here, and then you can do on the one. You're going to write it. It's writing on this thing now. That's goes pretty fast, and now it's going to send it, I think. Finished. Okay, it's already done. So let's see here on this thing if there is a sound included. Yes, there it is. So we have that sound, we have that. That's all good. And then you can go here on local sounds. I think you can import and edit stuff. So editor for cars, custom. See, you can do custom things. Let me see here. Yep, you can go and download custom WAV files and put them in there. So if you have the Defender sound or something then that's starting up and everything, and you can find that, you can put it in here, and that's pretty cool. So maybe I'll do that after a while. That's nice. It's real nice. So we have our sounds. I'm short course buggy. I don't know if it is. That sounds real heavy, you know? I think that sounds better, but it's not the sound of a Defender. This is more like a sound of Defender, I think. I don't know, I don't have a Defender, but it doesn't make heavy sound, you know. I think that's more like a crawler C. If I can find a real sound from the Defender, I'm gonna put it back in there, and I'm going to do a separate video on this, how you do that. But so guys, that's that. I hope you liked this tutorial a bit, and now I'm going to build that one in there. There are several mounts that you get with this thing, but I think I'm going to make my own one, because I want to let it sit more in front. But I have to watch out with the interior and everything, so I'm going to make my own mount where I can put it. I don't know if it's waterproof, this thing. I don't think it's completely waterproof, but we'll see how it works. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.